Konnichiwa, JesusFreakinGamer here, right back where we left off.
Yeah.
So, yeah, very high adaptability in all categories. You can do, not only can anyone become anything, you can even fucking reset it midway through the game or end game. Like, you know,
and there are
I want something different
And
now.
you can only use the item once, but there are like 8 of them throughout one playthrough.
And my first thought is I don't plan on using it a single time, because I have
That's what I thought, and then I was like, I wasted all these points because I found this weapon that I really like that doesn't scale with this stat.
Okay.
Like, I got my dexterity up to 30, for example. I got my dexterity up to 30, found this really dope-ass weapon that only requires 12 dex and doesn't scale with it. Let me take those 18 points out of dex that I'm never gonna need.
And that is one of the reasons I went ahead and started planning in Dark Souls 1. Whenever I do an RPG game like this, I always try to plan for the end game as soon as possible. Yeah. Like, you know, whatever troubles and struggles I have to go through at the beginning of the game, because things are a little bit maladapted at that point in time, I don't care. I want to be ready for the end of the game stuff.
Which this game is very forgiving in that you can prepare for the end game right before the end of the game.
Or right before it. Like, just use one of those 8 items and, okay, I know exactly...
Exactly what weapon I want to use, what points I want where, my armor, the stats I need for this and this.
So what I need to do... So actually, what you would tell me is, Brandon, you have no excuse to ever go online to look into this game. You have 8 resets.
You have 8 resets. So you get to the end of the game, you're like, alright, this weapon isn't doing the damage output that I like, but I still really like it. I'm going to take all of my points out of strength and put it in health.
Okay.
So I'm not a fucking piece of glass. Like,
so never look up anything online.
You have no excuses. I'm gonna give you all the help you need. If you need any more, you just suck.
Well, fuck. Fuck me.
Because we're gonna get to the first of those items, probably our second session. We're not gonna get to it today, but we will probably next week.
Gotcha.
So,
well, let's move along here. Bandit, a merciless outlaw and sexy as fuck. High dexterity, skilled with bow, fights well at various ranges. So they blended Hunter and Bandit together.
Yes, but now this one's focused on dex instead of strength. It has a very high vitality. He's dumb as a brick. But he starts with a bow. He's dumb as a brick.
Apparently.
Probably explains why his faith is so high. Oh! Shots fired!
By the way, our relationship has not changed in the last several months. He's still the stupid going-to-hell prick that he's always been.
I'm driving the bus.
And I'm the ever-loving Christian trying to bring him his soul to repentance.
So I do want to focus on an item that is in your inventory over there. It's been in every single one of the characters. It's that little rock.
Well, it's the one I picked up, isn't it?
No. You picked up a
smooth
stone. That is called a life gem.
Oh.
That is a consumable healing item.
Okay.
They're very plentiful in this game, which means you can save your Estus for boss fights.
Ooh.
Especially because you know how in Dark Souls 1, you started with 5, and then by the time you got to Firelink, you got 10?
Yeah.
This game starts you with 1. You get 1 Estus flask. 1!
Wow. But these stones are in abundance.
They heal you slowly. Now, Estus also in this game, it doesn't... You know how in Dark Souls 1, you can have this much health. Drink Estus, it jumps up to there immediately. Yeah. This, when you drink Estus, it loads up. It doesn't jump, it regens.
Oh, wow.
Those, when you use a life gem, it regens slower.
Even slower.
So...
Oh, that'll be an interesting mechanic to get used to. No insta-heals in this.
No insta-heals. You have to heal ahead of time. You have to heal before the final hit. Not during. It's
like you said, and this is arguably, as of the final patch.
As of Scholar of the First Sin,
this is probably the hardest one.
This is, if not this is either the hardest or the second hardest. Bloodborne's really fucking hard. In terms of difficulty... No, like I said, Dark Souls 2 base.
No, actually, what I think what you specifically said was New Game Plus in this is the hardest.
New Game Plus in this is fucking bullshit. I hate it.
New Game Plus in this is by far the hardest. By far.
It's not even a competition, honestly. it makes Bloodborne look like fucking Mario 64. Like it's bullshit. How hard New Game Plus in this game is.
Damn. Now you're talking about the later New Game Pluses or just like the very
New Game Plus?
Holy
it
shit.
Sucks. It's great. I love it.
Why are Souls fans such sadists and masochists?
Because we hate ourselves.
And why the hell am I playing?
Because you hate yourself. Alright, Cleric, this is yours.
Cleric on pilgrimage. High faith and miracles guide the way.
So, solid health.
That's not bad.
Turd endurance.
Yeah.
Decent vitality. Solid attunement. I think that's... Yeah, that's one spell that you can equip. The second spell comes at 12.
Okay.
Decent strength.
The strength isn't bad.
Shit dex.
Yeah.
Shit adaptability. Shit intelligence. Very good faith. Now, look at your equipment that you have. So you have a healing spell. You have one piece of armor. Just robe.
I was gonna say, I only have a robe.
Just robes. Now, I will say that robe is very warm looking. And that shit's actually pretty solid. Like, I mean, you're gonna want to get some gauntlets and boots and a helmet or something. But that robe can carry you for a while.
Really?
That's a solid fucking robe. And your two weapons, you have a chime, which replaces talismans in this game.
Okay.
And a mace.
And that mace, you said, is the very best.
The mace is the best starting weapon. Because
that's crazy.
It actually matters in this game, the difference between slash, thrust, and blunt damage.
Very significant.
Slash is good against flesh. Thrust is good against lighter armor.
Oh, light armor.
And blunt is good against heavy armor.
Huh.
There's a lot of heavy armored shit in this game.
Okay.
Like, so as far as I'm aware, thrust is good against, like, leather, cloth, shit like that. I think scales as well, like, for dragons and shit.
Yeah, yeah.
This is good against steel, metal armors.
Okay.
Which are the majority of armors in Dark Souls. In every Dark Souls. It's mostly metal armors.
Yeah.
So this weapon is fucking great. Honestly, I shit you not. My second character was a paladin. This was back when miracles were balls amazing.
Yeah.
Right? That mace I used until the very end of the game. This shit is dumb how good it is. And even after all the patches, this mace is amazing.
Really?
This mace is
good.
Great. I shit you not.
It's that good.
I upgraded it. My upgrade was this mace to an endgame greatsword. There was no in between. This mace is amazing.
So, wow. So the cleric is solid.
The cleric is the ballsiest of the starting classes. He can wreck some ass.
I almost feel bad with that.
He can wreck some shit.
I was not trying to be the very best guy from the beginning.
You decided already. That's good. I don't care.
I'll say no. I was just like, no, I'm gonna be a fucking cleric this time. I don't give a shit.
And I'm okay with it this time.
Yeah, I'll say, and apparently miracles are a little bit better.
Oh, miracles are significantly better in this game than the first game.
The first game, even I actually I went for all the achievements in Dark Souls 1. Grind fest. I really can't honestly recommend it to anyone else. But I got fucking everything, and miracles are shit. They're so shit. Even at the end game.
They're shit, and there are no good scaling weapons.
And I was saying and the weapons as well.
This game, the miracles are actually pretty rad, and infusions work a lot better in this game than they did in the first. And in the first game, weapon upgrade systems were just shit. They were turds. None of them were good except for normal, just the normal upgrade path. This one, they fixed it.
Gotcha.
The upgrades and the infusions in this
that's
game
gonna matter.
Are awesome.
Oh wow.
So,
I really am playing a different game.
Yeah.
Sorcerer. Knowledgeable sorcerer casts sorceries with high intelligence and attunement.
So shit health, semi-decent endurance, shit vitality, nice attunement, shit absolute balls strength.
Not ballsy, balls.
Balls. Semi-decent dex, decent adaptability, very high intelligence, very low faith.
And then the he has a fucking monocle!
That headpiece increases your item drop rate. And look at all the shit he starts with.
What the hell?
Well-traveled explorer, not terribly powerful, but has many items.
Good gosh, yes he does.
He has bolts, but no crossbow, which I find hilarious. He has...
What?
Life gem, some throwable stuff, some weapon buffs. The only one that matters is the very last one. That little cube-looking thing.
Yeah.
Those are very important. The earliest one you can find in the game is sold by a merchant for 4,000 souls. That item is awesome. I have chosen this class before specifically for that item.
So Cleric's the best, Explorer's the second best.
No, Explorer's not the second best, but Explorer has a really good item. That rings dicks though.
Gotcha.
But no, I'm just saying that item is awesome.
Oh, okay.
I wouldn't even say that. Cleric is very good. My favorite is probably Knight.
Okay.
But that's just because I prefer to do a tankier build in this game.
Gotcha. Yeah, because Great Shields are the shit.
Great Shields are the dick.
And heavy, and apparently heavy, it's light, medium, and heavy armor. That's what matters. I'm going to go for a Paladin build. I'm going to go for heavy armor. That's going to be the plan. So that tells me adaptability is probably not going to be my most important stat.
Yeah. You're going to want to focus much more on Vitality. Basically, what people have figured out is you want to focus on either Vitality, which is Equip Load, or Attunement. So if you're playing like a Dex character, don't put that much in Vitality because you're going to be using light shit. But level up adaptability so you can roll through everything. Whereas if you're playing a tank, you don't really need adaptability. You're not going to be rolling through much. And you'll be able to... You can back off and Drake Estus, even if it's slower.
Okay.
But you're going to want a high Vitality.
Well, yeah.
So this dude's had a bunch of nice shit.
And then finally, the Deprived.
Literally nothing. He has literally in the first game you started with a plank shield and a club. This you don't have dick.
You start at
you get to keep the armor that you started the game with, those shitty rags.
Yeah.
But that's all you got.
Now his upgrade potential is the best because he starts at level 1. So you can upgrade this guy a lot more easily than everyone else. But he starts out super duper mediocre and with 0 items, weapons, armor, nothing.
He don't even have the life gem that every other class has.
Oh, yeah, that little thing there. Dude. Holy shit.
He has nothing!
Unclothed, origin unknown, has nothing to fight with except life-affirming flesh.
Yeah.
That's it.
So, Cleric, let's do it.
Cleric it is. Gift?
Alright, so in the first game, it was basically Old Witch's Ring for story.
Yeah.
Or Master Key for exploration.
Yeah.
Those are the only two you really... Or Black Fire Bombs if you want to get the Great Hammer in the beginning.
Yeah, if you
those are the only ones that matter.
And
this one, none of them matter.
Not a single one.
Life Ring. Don't pick it. I'm just telling you right now. Don't use it. Just don't. You'll see why later. Just don't choose this one.
This Ring of Old slightly increases HP. Again, just total shit like the Tiny Beings Ring.
Wait, except this one doesn't lie to you. The Tiny Beings Ring said that it constantly regenerates HP. It never did. It did that.
Yeah.
And they bullshitted you. Human Effigy.
A familiar-looking effigy returns the hollowed to life.
So basically, the Human Effigy acts as the humanity in this game. There's no longer humanity, there are human effigies. And I don't know if you noticed, but at the beginning, when you were fully hollowed out, you had 50% of your max health. Every time you die, max health goes down.
I did notice that. I was like, do I start out cursed? I was wondering
Every time you die, your max health goes down until 50%, then it stops. So when you die for the first time, you have 90% of your max health. Second time, 80. This game pushes your shit in. So it's like, alright, you sucked too much to do it, now do it again, but with less health. I fucking love it.
This game is discouraging me already. This is the game I put my name to. Fuck.
Okay, healing wares. This is what I always pick. It gives you a fuckload of healing items at the very beginning. It gives you double the amount of life gems, poison moss, radiant life gems, which are the same thing but better, and some other kind of life gems, which are the same thing but even better.
Yeah, various items used to cure poison and restore HP are essential for anyone traveling Drangleic.
That's always one I pick.
Homeward. Oh, the good old Homeward Bone.
You know what that shit does?
Jeez.
Returns you to the bonfire last rested at. Having one may ease your mind, but there are no easy journeys.
Seed of a Tree of Giants.
A seed grown from a Tree of Giants. Inedible. Can't eat this shit. It's an online play item. Basically, this shit's
Okay.
fun. Someone
Okay.
invades you, and they're kiting you towards enemies because they don't want to fight you themselves because they're pussies.
Yeah.
Use this, the enemies aggro the invader. It's fucking hilarious.
Wow. So if you're PvPing, you might want to keep that. That might come in handy. Bonfire Ascetic? Toss into a bonfire to raise the strength of nearby foes. Only for those who seek greater challenges.
It puts that area into New Game Plus.
What?
It does the equivalent. You do that because
More experience and souls.
more souls, as well as in this game.
Well, souls are experience.
In this game, for the most part, if you are absolutely eating shit in an area, if you kill an enemy 10 times, that enemy will stop spawning.
You mean like forever and ever?
Unless you do something, yes, and we'll get to that something later. But that enemy will stop spawning to make it a little bit easier for the player. Like, you can't fucking get past this. This is the one thing we're giving you. We'll give you less enemies on the way to the boss. Just stop sucking, please. Now, there is a covenant in the game that changes that. Makes so the enemies constantly respawn. It also, that's the covenant you basically have to be in if you want to farm. Or if you don't want to do that, because another caveat of the covenant is it decreases your health by 20%, makes the enemies do 20% more damage, and you do 20% less damage. It's the covenant for badasses.
What?
Yeah. So if you don't want to do that, you could just use a bonfire ascetic and keep farming that area.
Is that a permanent item? Like when you
when you use it, that area is a New Game Plus for the rest of the game.
Until you actually beat the game.
But it does not respawn the boss.
Okay, so it makes it just like Dark Souls. Well, no, not Dark Souls 1. It makes it New Game Plus. It makes it harder. It makes it fucking harder.
Yeah.
And it also
Plus the way that it used to.
And do they also continually respawn after the 10 times? It doesn't mention that there, but you said they keep respawning. If you use Bonfire Ascetic.
And then they spawn 10 more times, and then you have to use
Oh, it's not permanent. It's just 10 more times.
10 more times.
Oh, okay.
And another reason that this was used a lot in the beginning, I don't use them that often. You'll get very many of them in the game. But another reason that people used them was back when this game first released, there were NPC invasions that dropped special equipment, and you had to farm those NPCs for that equipment, but they only invade once. So you use a bonfire set to get them to invade again. And then you kill them for their rare drop. And keep doing it over and over again until you get those drops.
Gotcha. That's how that
They
works.
now made it so that isn't really a thing anymore. Because that was bullshit. That you had to farm New Game Plus enemies just for a fucking drop.
Yeah.
So they made it so that you can get those items in other ways. Like they're either in a chest somewhere, or they can be farmed from another kind of enemy, or they're in the DLC, something like that.
Something to that effect.
Yeah.
Okay. And petrified something. A simple petrified lump. And maybe of some use someday.
I'm not going to tell you what it does, but I will tell you. I swear by the healing wares. That's why I pick every single time I start this game.
Okay. So will
my
I get
other-
another petrified something at some point?
Yes, but they're rare. My friend, who is another massive Dark Souls fan, swears by the petrified something. That's the only thing he ever picks. It is very useful. I won't tell you what the use is yet.
The thing is, healing wares, these stones are in, well, at least I get 2 of those, and they're in abundance.
Well, and, you don't... It's showing 2, but that's actually 10 per stack. So you would normally start with 10 life gems. When you choose this, you start with 20.
Okay, I got you.
And I think 5 poison moss, 5 radiant life gems, and then, like, 2 or 3 the next one.
Okay.
So...
And the I'll say, the thing is, those are definitely items you can get over and over again.
These items can drop from enemies.
All 5 of those you can get on a fairly regular basis. This doesn't sound like you get this.
It's rare.
This is not a regular basis item.
I normally only get 3 or 4 per playthrough. So,
holy shit.
Yeah, they're rare. But and you could get absolute, like, they could turn out to be completely useless. But they could turn out to be fucking awesome. You don't know. You have to gamble.
And you're not telling me, and you don't want me to look it up online either.
I'm not telling you what to do. I'm just telling you that
the one thing you're telling me is you're telling me what the items are except for that one. You told me what all the other items do, but not that one.
Because it doesn't tell you shit. It's just like, this is a thing.
Well, I did.
It didn't tell you anything about... The only reason I told you Sea of Tree of Giants is because it's an online item and you're not going to be playing online.
Well, true. And before I make my decision, time is up already!
We spent the entire episode in this screen.
Guys,
welcome to our Dark Souls.
We have not changed, and I don't plan on changing. I'm having a good time.
I'm good, honestly.
I'm enjoying myself.
I like me.
I like me too. And you know what? I even like you too.
Gay.
Thank you guys very much for watching this video. If you liked it, hit that like button. If you disliked it, hit Robbie in the dick.
Go for it, honestly. I need it.
And if you,
I deserve it.
If you really liked it, be sure to share with a friend, subscribe, and join the freaks. I love you, and God bless.